Hey everybody, Clay Archer, CEO DVC Technology, and I've got another fun one today. This is one I've been waiting for. I'm going to review the new ENVR Bezel. You may have seen our ENVR video. I'll put a link down in the description to that video, but we've had that for a few months now. We've been playing with it. We really like that unit a lot. And as you can see from the thumbnail, this is a really cool looking little piece of jewelry that you put on the front of that unit. The question I've been asking, and probably all of you have been asking, is that a really cool feature or is it just a shiny object? So today we're going to take a look at it. We're going to get it connected. We're going to run it through its paces, and I'm going to tell you whether it's the right thing for you or not. So first off, it's called the Enterprise NVR Bezel. It's $299. It's a faceplate that integrates with the NVR to provide a 4.7-inch touchscreen display and LED illumination. It gives you disk overview and management. You can view live streams directly from the rack, and you can physically secure disk with a door latch. So those are all cool features, but are they really worth $299? Let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed. Sean's going to throw it in the rack, and let's decide whether it's right for you. So it comes in a pretty simple little box. It's a very classic Unifi packaging, super easy stuff, well wrapped, well protected. My first thought, there's not a lot to this, and basically it's the unit itself. There's a little connector on the back side that connects to the ENVR. There's some vents on the top for the screen, and there's obviously the screen on the front of it. There's the two mesh areas that kind of reflect light, but that's really all there is to the design itself. So let's jump to Sean and let's get this thing racked up.
All right, this is the Enterprise NVR Bezel. Let's go ahead and get this thing plugged in. There's a little port on the side here that we just take the cap off on the front of the NVR. Should slot right in. Wow, and then it boots right up. It immediately pulls up to the screen here. You can see it's got 3 drives with failure. We already knew we had 3 drives. They were smart failure, so we're aware of that. But it shows you exactly which drive it is. And let's go ahead and click on one of the drives here. You see it says disk at risk of failure. Shows you the SATA connection there. It even shows you the model of the drive, temperature, power on hours, RPMs, usable size. We can go ahead and flip through all our drives here, which is pretty neat. We can also click on cameras here. I'm going to show you some of the cameras. Okay, going into the settings screen here, they give you screen brightness, LED brightness over here, shows those on the outside. You can change the LED color. And then you can also adjust fan speed here. It's pretty responsive on that one, which is really neat. They also show you a couple stats about your device, IP address, uptime, temperature, CPU percentage, memory percentage. You can also click in here and it shows the used space that you have, how much is unused, total storage capacity, tells you what RAID you have. You can also shut down or restart the device from the screen. Let's go ahead and give this thing a restart. After playing with this thing a little bit further, you can press in on the screens here on either side, and that pulls in these little tabs on the outside, and then that's how I get to slot right in here. Pull those in, pops right in. And there you go. You can see your previews of all your cameras, at least the ones of ours that are online. We've got a lot of cameras everywhere, so some of these are disconnected, but it shows you the camera model and everything. Tells you the camera name, status, connection, the model, firmware version that one's on, last time it saw motion, its MAC address, IP address, the FPS it's running, and the bit rate, and also the uptime on that camera. Doesn't give you any options to modify the camera or anything, but you're able to scroll through each one of these, see your different views. And that about sums up our install of the Enterprise NVR Bezel. I'm going to go ahead and grab some more drives and swap them out to get rid of those yellow lights there. And let's go ahead and hand you over to Clay so he can do a recap.
So there you have it. I mean, it's a neat little device. $299 for it. I don't know. Obviously, by the time you've built out an ENVR with a bunch of drives, 16 drives, you're probably going to be in the three, four, five, $6,000 range on this. And what's 299 on the top of that? Probably not all that much. So, if you really want it, it's probably more jewelry than it is something that's super necessary. Although I will say, when you're in the rack closet and you're looking at it, obviously it's a lot easier to just to thumb through it right there than to go back to a terminal and try and look things up. So, there is some value there. 299 is not inexpensive. It looks amazing. It's very, very cool. But I'm going to call this a luxury item, probably not a necessity to most. What are your thoughts? Please leave them down in the description below. If you like this kind of video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.